Some men walk into the bar looking for a connection. Others are there to play the game and win. This video is for the second man. Every bargirl has a script. It's a battle-tested, high-conversion sales funnel designed to move you from customer to sponsor in the shortest time possible. Guys who don't know they're playing this game are the ones who get blindsided. Guys who understand the methods of this script have a chance to game it to their benefit. To beat the bargirl at her own game, you don't need to be cruel, and you don't always need to be a liar. But what you need to be is firm in your boundaries and resolute in your decision-making. The first step isn't actually when you meet the bargirl. The first step is before you hop on that plane. This is when you become unscriptable. The first thing you need to understand is that the foundation of her game is emotional management and manipulation. She will try and use your ego against you. She'll tell you you're different, that you're handsome, that you're the good man she has always been waiting for. Accept this cold, harsh truth. You are not the exception. She uses those same lines with almost every guy she meets. Burn that into your skull. You are no different than any man she has come across. The second thing you need to understand is that bargirls sense weakness from a mile away. And I'm not talking about not being able to do 10 push-ups kind of weakness. I'm talking about emotional weakness. I'm talking about unresolved traumas, divorces, bad breakups, insecurities. If you have not sorted out your own mind first, a skilled bargirl will eventually find a way to exploit that. And the last thing you need to work on before you step onto that plane is your detachment. You need to have balls of steel by the time you hit that first bar and make eye contact with any bargirl. Why? Because she's going to test you. She's going to test you a lot. You'll need to be able to watch the tests play out almost like a scientist watching an experiment. The moment you get emotional, you lose. She'll know which triggers to press next time. The moment you say or do the wrong thing, you give her ammunition to shoot holes in your strategy. You don't have to be cold, but you will need to be emotionless in the right moments. Bottom line, the winner will always be the man who is comfortable being the villain of her story if it means staying the hero in his own. That means you need to use her own tactics against her. That means utilizing hot-cold cycles effectively, withdrawing attention at the precise moment, maintaining leverage through withholding or revealing information at the right time, and using tension or conflict to advance your own goals. So, without further ado, let's get into how to beat a bargirl at her own game. When you first talk with a bargirl, the most important thing you need to notice will be what stories she tells about herself. Those will give you an indication of what she intends to do with you. Does she mention an ex-boyfriend? What are her friends like? Does she mention any close male siblings? Read Thai boyfriends who might be waiting in the shadows. Try to elicit as many personal details from her as possible, but you cannot make it too obvious or she will shut down. Half of what she tells you will be half-truths or outright lies. That's okay. Just take notes mentally. Even the lies will be useful later on in cross-examining her later stories. When you meet her, you must be your most engaging, fun, and present self. Give her 100% of your charisma, but the moment you leave, become a ghost. Engage with her for brief, intense periods but then disappear. Why? Because it makes your value on the market appear higher. If she knows you're busy and desired, she will work harder for your attention. One note of caution: don't make it seem like you're busy on Soy 6 or Tree Town. Ironically, these girls are highly sensitive to competition from other girls, especially early on in the relationship. Make it something high status like golfing with friends or meeting people from other countries. It's not important that it's true. I don't condone lying, but if you're trying to beat a bargirl at her own game, you will need to adopt a fire against fire mentality. The main point is that you make her interested. I would advise against pretending to fall in love with a bargirl because that can create bigger problems for you in the future. But be emotionally available and warm. Tell curated stories about yourself to show her you are open. By being scarce, you remove yourself from the general marketplace. At its core, you want her to think, this customer is different. Sounds familiar, right? If you've done a good job in making a first impression, she will almost certainly reach out at some point for a second meeting. Now here is where you have two primary options to ensnare a bargirl. You can choose the fast, chaotic path, or you can choose the slower, more predictable route. Both have pros and cons, but the important thing is that neither are guaranteed to happen even if you follow these steps. Much like when bargirls try to ensnare a man for potential sponsorship, these tactics do not work 100% of the time. Often it will come down to meeting the right girl at the right time within the right context. With that said, next you must take a gamble. During the second meeting and beyond, you need to create the illusion that you are falling for her. Give her the googly eyes. Maybe let your touch linger affectionately a moment too long. Tell personal stories that make you appear vulnerable. Make it subtle and not too over the top. And most importantly, do not confess your love ever. This will ultimately backfire if you intend to cut her off. Another thing you need to be cautious of is you don't pretend your way into true love. You need to have a clear exit plan and follow through with it once the criteria has been set. This is where detachment and sorting through your own vulnerabilities comes in. Let her sow the seeds of sponsorship. Fine. Dangle in front of her face like a nice, big, juicy carrot. Eventually, there comes a moment when a bargirl who is running the script will glitch. The mask will slip. It always does. This could be fueled by alcohol, opportunity, outside pressure, or some inadvertent action on your part. This is where you will need to do a bit of calculation. While I don't condone manipulation, there is a saying that in Rome do as the Romans do. When this slip occurs, it is important that you play the lovesick boyfriend as convincingly as possible. You don't need to cry or beg, but you should definitely make a scene. These girls run on chaos almost as much as they do on validation and booze. She will get angry or go silent, chase her a bit, maybe hint at another girl in the picture. Emotional manipulation, ironically, works just as well on bargirls as it does on their own targets. You let her create the crisis. You stir the chaos a bit, but eventually work just as hard to resolve the issue once things have died down. In psychological terms, this is called trauma bonding. For bargirls, this type of connection is extremely effective because it often mirrors the relationships they had with the men of their youth. Suddenly, you will start reminding her of toxic ex-boyfriends or even her father if he was an intimidating presence. Don't let her mess with your head. Most of these women love toxic men. A quick note of caution here. While trauma bonding is devastatingly effective in anchoring bargirls, it is a double-edged sword. If you have not fully detached, you will get pulled into the storm too. Don't let yourself be dragged inside the world of her emotions. As soon as you feel yourself getting emotional, practice some breathing exercises. Go for exercise. Maybe even go see another girl. This will help keep your detachment strong through chaotic periods. Now, if you've gotten to this point without forking over your wallet, congratulations. But at some point she's going to ask for money. And I'm not talking about what is usually expected like paying for movies or dinners. I'm talking about my mom is in the hospital and I need to pay the medical bill type of money. This is typically where I cut a bargirl loose. She might cry, she might disappear, she might rage. Whatever she does, remain untouchable emotionally. Block if she becomes too annoying or destructive. Go do something you truly enjoy. You've won the game. But if you want to continue the game, you will need to maintain strict checkbook discipline. Only pay the price of admission. Don't buy the whole theme park. Treat your relationship with her as a subscription service you can cancel at any moment. The moment the price of entry becomes too high, you cut her loose. If you can, limit cash to only outings together. That means paying for dinner or entertainment. Don't get too friendly with her social circle either, as they will soon begin to ask you for favors. You're there for one party trick, not the circus. In theory, this could go on for weeks before she makes an ask that is too big or loses interest for someone willing to simp. Either way, if you didn't invest too much emotionally and financially, you can walk away with a win. But hold up, you ask yourself, it can't be that easy, can it? Well, no, actually it is. Because the hardest part about getting involved with a bargirl who actually cares about you is getting out unscathed. Pro tips: never get into any arguments with breakable objects nearby. Do not argue near a balcony. Make any conflict as public as possible and leave your pride at the door. People will look. Let them. You wanted this ride, remember. But if you don't want to board the emotional roller coaster express, then there is another way you can win against a bargirl. But this is a longer road and has many preconditions that will eliminate the vast majority of men from the field. This approach requires you to present yourself as an expert in the game. Casually mention small details about the reality of her life that most guys don't know. For example, what life is really like back in her village, or the reality of her living situation or friend circle. Connect it with real-life experiences if possible. The goal here is to let her know that you understand her life, that you're not judging her, and that you are capable of supporting her. This, however, will require consistent expenditure. You should be fun and outgoing but almost boringly predictable, steady and consistent. That's the only way this strategy works. And over time, she will become so comfortable with you that you enter stress-free regular territory. The only problem with this route is that it usually takes months or even years for a bargirl to trust you fully. By that point, she is likely to have picked up a new boyfriend or even gotten married. Don't sweat it. If you've entered stress-free regular status, she will try to be available to service you discreetly. But you have to be prepared for the outcome that she might kick you out of her roster. That's when your detachment will be key. It's easy to stay detached if the relationship was a few days old. But if you've been seeing this girl regularly for months or even years, it's going to be extremely hard not to develop some kind of feelings towards her. Additionally, you're going to have to be okay with the notion that she'll sleep with other men. If that bothers you, then there's no way you will be able to beat her at her own game. This is where having options benefits the man. You don't have to be a dog, but you should have at least 2 or 3 other girls you can call to replace her. Your target bargirl will want you to believe that you are her only option. She wants you to feel lucky you have her. This is how she increases her value. Don't believe any of it. You'll be a part of her rotation regardless of what you do. Whether you intend to play the game or date her seriously, there's no getting around it. In the beginning, she will be sleeping around with many other men. That's just a fact. You will have to accept that, or accept that this isn't the right move for you. Later, when things start to get more serious, she may taper back clients. She may slow down or even go months without freelancing, but the odds of her fully giving up that lifestyle long-term are extremely low. Here's the power that you possess if you've presented yourself with the correct frame. When she knows you can and will walk away to a girl who is more fun and less expensive, she will be forced to remain competitive. She will try to stay sweet, attentive, and reasonable to keep her spot in your rotation. The moment you stop being willing to replace her, you've already lost. This hands her all the leverage. And for a bargirl, leverage is everything. In the next video, I will discuss what to do when you've lost leverage with a bargirl and how you can get it back. I'm curious, are there any viewers who beat the script? If so, comment your experiences below. Subscribe for more content on how to beat bargirl tactics. I'm back in Thailand for a couple weeks, so I will have fresh footage and new insights to share soon.
Yeah, New Year's here will be crazy. But I heard New Year's, a lot of the girls, huh? Oh, okay. I heard New Year's, a lot of the girls here, they bar find themselves so they can go out, right? New Year, or you can't bar find until 12 o'clock? No bar find? Yeah, New Year's, yeah. No bar find? I don't remember. Two years ago, I was in Bangkok for New Year. It's fun. Bangkok was good. I hung out with these 2 German. They were from Germany. We go out together.
Helicopter, helicopter.
No. I talked to her. She said she hates me so much. because she had boyfriend, and she still had boyfriend. She worked at helicopter, and I post on online her picture, and then her boyfriend saw. So he like angry.
Where she angry me?
Yeah, she won't fight me. Yeah, she did. She did. She won't fight. Fight you.
Yeah, she look at me and you okay? Come. Damn, what the fuck?
So bad.
She work now.
She worked at a different bar, not say 6 years old. But yeah, she had boyfriend from Germany, maybe Switzerland.
She beautiful or?
No, so. No, you see picture? You see her? You saw her before?
คนไหนแก้วเหรอ
Remember helicopter?
คนไหนI know
You don't remember? She's skinny, a little bit tall.
You want find me?
Yeah. Yeah, here. These are the bars I was telling you about. Because they open at 4 and they close at 1. And they have lady drink minimum. No bar fine, I think 10 lady drink. You need 10 lady drink to bar fine the girl. So I think here is like the best for the girls. But you need to get a lot of drinks each month. I think 400 drinks 1 month. Wrath, the same? 400?
400
1 month,
1 month
right? Same?
400เหรอ
400, yeah.
Here
No, back.
so much
Yeah, so many.
that 300เหรอ
300
300 50
Okay, yeah.
50 drink
These 400.
yeah.
Yeah, I have to get a lot.
So time every day
Yeah, so good.
No I work
You don't like?
1 month new lady ไง
Yeah.
Okay no new lady okay
You didn't like? You don't like short time?
I
Easy.
go 1 week no short ประมาณ6 มี yeah